PDFing your Revit project. First of all, excuse my ugly ass building because I left most of my good drawings, or better drawings, slightly better drawings, at work. So I've been drawing this thing over the last week, just kind of answering questions using this generic looking monstrosity. You have a need to create PDF files for your thesis to pass them in, and the process isn't too bad. You need to download something. That's where I'll start with this because although there are some generic PDF creation tools in the software, I'm at home of course, so I don't see much in here for printers. But this guy, Microsoft Print to PDF, is part of the software package. The issue with this is that PDF creator doesn't have large sheet sizes, meaning that our sheet size for Revit or for AutoCAD, in fact, we use a 24 by 36 inch size sheet. This PDF creator doesn't have those, so we can't use that one. I recommend using this called Qt PDF Writer. This is something you'll have to download and install for those of you who are working at home and don't have it currently. If you have a computer from the CAD lab, it'll already be there, which is nice because I had it installed as part of our resources. But at home, Qt PDF Writer really means go and Google it, Qt PDF. You'll see the very, very first thing on their website is this. The writer, free download. Download, run it. You may have to restart the software in order for it to show up in the list of options in here. And that's normal enough. But once you do, you should see Qt PDF Writer. And the reason why we want that is because Qt PDF Writer, now when I go to Setup and Sizes for Sheets, there are more options in here, including Architectural D, and that is the sheet size we use. Looking around a little bit, now I would never do this usually when we're printing in the CAD lab because we don't want to print off a whole bunch of drawings at once on paper and then realize something's screwed up. You can do this making PDFs because, well, it's a PDF, it's a virtual file, so you're not wasting resources. You can definitely go current window if you want to print just a single PDF file. To do that much, I would have to go and go to one of my drawings. Once again, excuse the basic drawing. Don't forget to fill in your stuff over here. And making one PDF would be current window, setup. I would choose my sheet size, Arc D. Make sure zoom is at 100%. This is how we scale drawings in Revit. In CAD we have actual scales to choose with viewports and all that fancy stuff, and here it's either fit to page, which means it's going to squish it down or enlarge things to suit, which we don't want to do, it throws the scale off, or we have zoom. Zoom should be at 100%, and for the sake of making the PDF files, I would change this back to center. It doesn't leave a gigantic margin on the left side of the sheet over here, but it's enough, and once again, these are virtual files, digital. Sheet size is set, zoom is set, placement is set, landscape, they are landscape drawings, so that's all fine. Everything else usually is okay, so I will just click on OK here. PDF writer's been chosen, current window, which means the drawing in the background that I see, and I will go and click preview. So there's your sheet. You can see it looks okay, right? Margin on the left, margin on the right. It doesn't look like it's too small or too large. I'll click print, and just like printing to paper, I click OK. I wait for a moment, and it'll prompt me as to where I want to save that file, and there is my PDF file. So let's call it floor plan. The second part to this is that if you want to PDF all your drawings at once, and I only have two drawings here, I have my floor plan and my elevation. Notice that. Generic building. That's my creativity shining through. Similar process. We do have the ability to make a combined multiple view file right here. Once again, it prompts you saying, hey, where do you want this file to be saved? I'll choose a place that's easier to find for me. Desktop? Sure. Actually, I'll put it right on the root of my D drive. D drive, project, save. Great. I would go, rather than current window, which is a single drawing, I'm going to choose selected views and sheets and go back into setup. It's going to apply this setup information to every view and sheet we have. Hopefully it's still the same anyway. This is just verification. So there's the sheet size. Good. Once again, paper placement is center and zoom is at 100%. Great. So with selected views and sheets chosen, I'll go to select, and it tries to filter through things anyway. I don't want to print all my views. I only want the sheets to be visible. Please combine both of those into one file. I'll click OK. No, you can save this if you want to. Perhaps you're doing this more than once. In my case, I'm not. And with that option chosen in that location, I'm going to click on OK. I sure do. Once again, I wait for a moment, and it shows a different location for me. Fine. D drive. And I will click on, I'll call it, let's say this is my thesis. Sure, open my saved PDF as well. I can see this thing. Whatever. That's only a single file. Let me backtrack for a moment here. Oh, yeah. It has a tendency, once you do this option, it changes it from combine multiple files into a great separate file. So I'll put that back on that option again. So watch for that anyway. And no, I'm not remaking the video to correct that problem, because seeing this happen, I'll say it's valuable, sure. So once again, I click on OK to make my multi-view PDF. Alright, are you going to work this time? Let's see. So there's one. It did open. There's one drawing, and there's two. Great.